Back in '09, I had a heart attack and I didn't have insurance at that time. So I ended up wrecking about an $80,000 bill and that I couldn't pay for. I consulted with my lawyer and he basically told me that I had to file for bankruptcy. And there you go, all your dreams for building your credit and everything, owning a home, shot down.
I moved to Madison, Wisconsin from Joliet, Illinois, and I stayed in a couple of different places, but I had a home then, but my husband and I separated and got divorced, and when I got a divorce, the homeowner for foreclosure, so that was on my record. And I understood that, and I always wanted a home again of my own where I can raise my kids. I wanted that feeling again of having my own home. So that's why I wouldn't give up.
Well, I came to Madison for graduate school in about '98. I had a couple kids in grad school, and adopted one. I got divorced in 2011, I believe, and that was when, things started to get, more difficult. Of course, getting divorced, my first vision was that some, ideal person would follow into my life and have kids also, and we would have this beautiful blended family and live in a house and everything would be great. But that has not happened. When there are two people, it doesn't matter how little money you have, really, because if you're both bring in a little bit, then you have enough to survive. But it's been, it's been challenging since then because I work as a teacher. Having a house will help me and the kids also feel like we're a complete family just as we are, just like everybody else.
We were hopeless, basically. There was nothing that you can do about it. That bankruptcy didn't come because I was financially irresponsible. It's because of health issues. It's something that would happen to you in your life and that you're not expecting, and boom, you're basically can't fulfill your dream of owning a home. So even when I've heard of Habitat, I didn't expect that they can, outlook, bankruptcies. I was like, I have bankruptcy in my record. Will that affect me? It was like, we don't really look at that as much as we look at what your normal, finances and rent history and all that. So that gave me, hope to actually apply for the program and get in.
I got the letter in the mail first, and it was like, yeah, right, And then someone called me and told me, congratulations, you have been approved. And it was like, it was a weight lifted, off my shoulders and a lot of joy in my heart to say, yes, I did it. And some people had told me that I should just go on and give up, but that wasn't in me at the time. Well, it's not in me now either, but I know what I wanted, and I just stayed steadfast and corrected what I needed to correct to get the dream that I want. No one gave it to me. It wasn't free. The down payment was reasonable where I could afford it, but it wasn't like, okay, here you go. This is all for you. No, you had to work for it. And things are required from you and for everyone else that are getting a Habitat home.
When I discovered Habitat, a friend of mine sent me a link to it, and a meeting was coming up really soon, like within a week. And so I went to the meeting, and I got the papers at the meeting and filled them out like that night. And I was really, really excited because they, have all the list requirements. And I was like, oh, I make that one. And I kept looking at it, I can't believe it. I think I might possibly be able to qualify. The only thing that I found that I thought would suit us was this, and I was absolutely amazed when we got into the program. It's just, I can't even believe it.
We're definitely skeptical. We weren't like, what's the worst can happen?
Yeah.
And the worst thing that they can say is no. So,
okay.
Let's go with it. And it worked out. I still remember that day when I got the phone call. I was jumping up and down at work, and nobody. We have open cubicles, so nobody knew us. Everybody thought I was losing it or something, but no. I was like, it's a good thing. I'm jumping. Yeah, but it was fun. It was definitely a life-changing moment there. It was like, wow. Yeah.
I'm grateful for Habitat to allow me to be in a place that I can afford and that I love, And for years to come, I tell people they're gonna have to wheel me out of here because I'm not moving anywhere else. So, but if it wasn't for Habitat, I wouldn't have had that opportunity to do that.
I feel really fortunate and thankful that, they gave me a chance. Even more than my birth children, the adopted or foster children, just, for some of them, it may be the first time that they've had a house to live in, and I think that will be really important for them just to have roots and, have a place that they've come from,
Hopefully come back to.
Yeah, and come back to, of course, yep. Hopefully we can keep the house in the family,
With the help of Habitat, we have a place that we can call home, a place that the kids can call home. I honestly can't not see where we would have been if Habitat said no to me. It's now that you ask me that question, I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, wow, that's a really good question. Yeah, I'm glad we got accepted. That's all I have to say.